Peace and blessings to you. This is Tonya K. Freeman, affectionately called Diva Mama Tonya. And today I have for you the last of the sexy spirit tips of this series on the sacral chakra. Yes, that orange energy running all through you. So here we are for sexy spirit tip number 10, clothing and adornment. Ah, yes, it is time to get dressed. We have gone through an entire series. We have last taken our bath and we've anointed our bodies. So now we are going to get dressed for sure. When you adorn your body, my sisters, you want to shine, be brilliant, and be magnificent and juicy in your dressing. And clothes do say a lot about you. They tell you exactly, not you so much, but they tell others how unique you are in your dressing. You know, it's like when I remember back in the 1970s when I first started teaching classes in the art of femininity, I would share with women that, you know, what you wear for you is always a good style for you. Not so much what is in style, but what makes you look good and feel absolutely wonderful. That way, of course, yes, you will always be in style because it'll be your dress, okay? Now, personally, I like flowing things, you know. I like the silks and the chiffons and, in quote, goddess wear. And not everyone necessarily likes that. Some women like things that are a little bit more form-fitting. But whatever it is that you do wear, you always want to be, in quote, a lady. And in some instances, you want to also be a mystery. So you definitely don't want your hemline and your jacket line to meet. Okay? You know, that is definitely not a mystery. And besides, you might cause some accidents while you're out there walking the street. But the mystery of you, the beauty of you is wonderful, and, of course, the deep sensuality and sexuality of you. So you can also adorn yourself, you know, with makeup. Now, of course, there are some women that feel that you shouldn't necessarily wear makeup, but makeup has many different reasons or purposes. You know, in some instances, they protect your face, you know, from the sun, depending on what kind of makeup you wear there. And there is a history to makeup, but I'm not going to share that with you. I want you to go look up the history of makeup, okay? You know, but I like makeup. I don't wear it every day, but I love to enhance my eyes. And when I'm doing a photo shoot, I love what I call a full face. Okay, the foundation, the blush, and everything. But basically, I adorn my eyes and my lips. Those are two features that I think that every woman should enhance, you know, and you can use charcoal, actually, for eyeshadow if you don't want to use a commercial shadow. But there are some, in quote, organic makeup companies that are out here now that are making makeup that is more safe to you, you know. And there's also an energy around makeup that it is a mask, you know, and in dance we know that we use a mask sometimes, and we use masks for other various different purposes. A mask can hide exactly who you are, you know, because there was a thing where something I had read some time ago about women wearing makeup as a mask in order that if anyone were to cast an evil spell upon them, that it wouldn't actually touch the true essence of who they are because of the mask that they wore. And then we also know that within the spiritual energy of wearing a mask, it's like you lose yourself to your higher self and to the divinity. So you sort of like lose your head, okay, that you may take on the head of the divine essence of who you are. So if I were you, I would not be afraid to wear makeup, and don't worry about what others think about you when they tell you that you shouldn't be doing it, you should be natural, you should be this and that. If you feel like you want to wear makeup, it can be very sexy for you to enhance your strong features, okay? Jewelry. Ah, yes, jewels, 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 jewels. Okay. Now, your jewelry collection, it can be crystals. You can have your rose quartz and your amethyst and your malachite and all of those sort of things. So necklaces and earrings, and I love ankle bracelets. I like to wear bells, but some women don't like to wear bells, but I like to dance when I walk, and she shall have music wherever she goes. But you want your makeup, not your makeup, I'm sorry. You want your jewelry to enhance who you are. And if you are wearing crystals, then you're adding another energy to yourself. And, of course, because we're dealing with the sexy spirit energy, then you would want those crystals to have an orange energy to them. Okay, so definitely, your orange carnelian and orange calcite. You can make your jewelry, or you can actually purchase jewelry, from various different stores, or women and men who actually make special jewelry. Okay, you can have pieces made specifically for you where it's only one of a kind. All right, so you want to adorn your body with your jewels. Mindy is another way to adorn your body. Okay, and we also know Mindy as being henna. Henna, when you wear henna, you can wear it on your feet, you can wear it on your hands, and if you want to get more exotic, then you can put henna, if you have a bald head like I do, you can put henna, and have someone to henna your head, that would be something really very different, but you don't have to go all out like that if you don't feel moved to, but you can add henna, to your adornment. Bendies, okay, those little jewels that you wear on your all-seeing eye can also be very beautiful and enhancing. And then your hair, if you're bald like me, then you want your earrings and whatnot, and you want to keep your head nice and clean as far as not making sure that it's not stubbly. But if you are one who is not bald, whether you have locks in your hair or your hair is just long and flowing or short and cute and cut and sassy, okay, you can adorn your hair with flowers and with jewels. There's something called lock tools that I used to wear when I had locks in my hair, but adorn yourself. Adorn your hair. You can put a little oil in your hair in order to enhance the scent that comes forth, okay? So go adorn yourself, and when you're putting on your clothing, you can use certain affirmations. I am feeling sexual alive. I am sensual. I am beautiful. I am creating sensual sexual bliss in my life every day. I am magnificent because I know the beauty of my sexy spirit. I am joyfully embracing all aspects of myself. I am love, love, love. I am the true essence of sensuality and sexuality, and I stand in that energy, being my sensational, sovereign diva self. Go, enjoy, get dressed with intention and purpose. Thank you for being part of this sexy spirit tip journey. Until next time, next tips, the best to you.